Alright then, hello, welcome. Tonight we have for you, this is Hippie, we have for you a Premier League replay cast. 3D and Fnatic went at it earlier today in a best of 3. This is game 1, and I'm just going to jump right in for you guys. Got my replays all ready. Get rid of this directed camera crap. Not using the broadcaster. And we don't need this little thing anymore. Boom! Oh man, I do love Fnatic. Team very close and dear to my heart. They've been my favorite team since way back when they were in Han. They struggled a lot when they first came to Dota 2, but man have they been playing well recently. And if you did not see, I think it was Raid Call EMS semifinals between Virtus Pro, I think it was, and Fnatic. One word for you: Meepo. Go find a VOD. That's all I'm gonna say. So much fun to watch. Gyro being banned out actually pretty early. Gyro, I guess he's getting a few more bans recently. The Nyx and the Wisp bans are pretty normal. Not wanting to play against Wisp, especially against a team like Fnatic that's very aggressive. Understandable. What's still open for that first pick? Keeper of the Light, immediately picked up by 3D after being left open by Fnatic, but they don't want to give them Nyx. They don't want to give them Batrider. Heroes that can, if you're playing kind of a global strat with a lot of people spread out, I mean, which Fnatic has been really liking for the past week or so, having someone like a Nyx or having someone like a Batrider to catch one of those spread out people and just kill them before anyone can actually get any support on them, always something you don't want to deal with. At the same time, banning out the Wisp, 3D, probably an attempt to prevent Fnatic from playing as much of a global strat as they would like to. We could still see a Nature's Prophet coming out. They're really liking it. Lifestealer, the initial pickup. Lifestealer and Darkseer, two very powerful heroes. Lifestealer been super popular since his Rage buff. Darkseer, of course, always amazing. That is a fast set of first 3 picks. Wow, these teams know what they want to do. The ban's coming out quickly as well. So Fnatic, Lifestealer, Darkseer, Undying, probably. So they have either the mid or the off lane set up in that Darkseer. Lifestealer, Undying, probably in a defensive tri-lane together, and we'll see who they pick up to go on top of them with that. And then Keeper of the Light, Phantom Lancer, Rubik. That's probably 3D's tri-lane already set up for them. Very strong defensive tri-lane. So hard to go against Keeper of the Light. Although Fnatic has done an offensive tri-lane with Lifestealer and Undying before. Lifestealer, Undying, and I think it was actually the Venomancer. You know, it just got banned out. Obviously, the Venomancer slow, very powerful when you couple it with Lifestealer. 3D not wanting to deal with that, although that tri-lane didn't go that great for Fnatic last time I saw them run it. Not that it's not strong, but they got countered pretty hard. Shadow Demon and Magnus being banned out, two very powerful heroes. Magnus, obviously, one of the best initiators in the game right now, and Shadow Demon, incredibly popular support. They don't want to have him in there with that Lifestealer tri-lane. It would make it very difficult for them to slow down his farm at all. Queen of Pain now banned out as well. Fnatic really trying to take out good mids and offlaners, because like we've seen for 3D, their tri-lane is already there. They don't need to worry about that. They could theoretically mid the Rubik, but again, I really feel like only Na'Vi does that a lot recently. So we probably aren't going to be seeing a mid Rubik. We'll look for what 3D is going to pick up in one more ban from Fnatic. Man, this has moved fast. Not a single team using any of their reserve time. Usually this picking stage takes, 10 minutes between a couple of teams. They're taking no time at all. Although Fnatic taking their time on their last ban, trying to think, who can we ban out that we really don't want to handle with these 3 heroes already in play. And I would ban out something like the Bane or the Beastmaster, just because that Lifestealer is so vulnerable to either of those heroes. Both very powerful against him, between either the Roar from the Beastmaster or especially the Fiend Script from the Bane. Both incredibly powerful abilities to shut him down while he's in Rage. Maybe ban out Enigma to get rid of another ability that goes right through in Rage. But they've left a lot on the board that can lock down that Lifestealer. We'll have to see how they try to play against it. Still waiting on Fnatic's last ban. Not a lot of lockdown coming out from either team yet. Really just the Rubik telekinesis, but teams have not been favoring a whole mass stuns or anything like that recently. Look maybe 6 months ago, maybe a little longer, you'd see teams really favoring lineups with a whole lot of disables, especially big AoE disables. Tinker banned out. Doom! That is not a pick I expected to see coming. If he gets that Doom on the Lifestealer before he can... I mean, or on the Darkseer in a team fight. If you don't have your Darkseer Ion Shell, the Surges, the wall coming out during a team fight, that's a huge detriment. But the big thing, I think, is going to be trying to get it on that Lifestealer before he can get off the rage. So they can just bring him down, have him just not even want to be in a fight. He can't do the open wounds. He doesn't have the Infest to try and bail out of a situation. Lone Druid looks like he's going to be picked up. So that'll probably be Fnatic's off lane. So we'll see the Darkseer middle, most likely, and Storm Spirit as well, another hero who's very, very good at getting in there and grabbing the Lifestealer before he can do anything about it. I mean, if he can just get in there, drop a Sheep after he zips in, or drop either a Sheep or an Orchid, either one very, very powerful against Lifestealer. And whew, what they're really going to have to be worried about, though, of course, is the Lifestealer being infested into someone who Visage picked up. Visage picked up by someone who's not Team Liquid, and No Tail going Visage. I wonder... Maybe they're going to throw the Lifestealer Era mid. They sometimes do a dual mid, No Tail and Era. So we'll Darkseer off lane and then Flying Hani in the safe. That would be that's weird. I don't know. Maybe they're going to try to go with an aggressive tri lane again. They've got, because the Visage slow is very, very powerful, similar to the Veno slow in how strong it can be at early levels. Not nearly as long lasting, but just how significant it is as a level 1 slow is very powerful in concert with the Lifestealer, powerful in concert with the Undying, keeping everyone in range for that decay spam. And we'll see if they try to go aggressive tri-lane with this. It's something they like. Lifestealer, Undying, insert slow here. But against... I personally hate laning against a Keeper of the Light, period, because he's so incredibly frustrating with the nukes, of course. But, you know, as soon as he hits level 2, and they can just get...
Everybody
just
gets
keep himself up with Chakra. I keep spamming that wave. It's going to be... It looks... Yeah, we do have Flying No Tail going down towards the bottom lane. They're all going down towards the bottom lane, actually. It looks like Hani going with them as well, and it looks like 3D also going to be going down to the bottom lane. Let me see if I can get this off before they actually clash. We have Solo playing Keeper of the Light, Sharfik playing Storm Spirit, Nexus on Phantom Lancer, Lolico on Doombringer, and Dread playing that Rubik. Over on Fnatic side, No Tail, Visage, Fly, Undying, Era, Lifestealer, Trixie on Darkseer, and Hani on the Lone Druid. Looks like we might get an engagement here. 3D backing off. They don't like the looks of this. They don't want to do a 5v5 at the beginning against this Fnatic team. That Lone Druid Bear, of course, if they can keep you in range of it, so much extra damage. The extra 33 per swing. It doesn't sound like a lot, but on top of having 5 heroes, that's basically another half a hero, and since most of your damage is auto attacks at level 1. Oh, Coddle Nuke catching a lot. I wonder if they're going to engage off that Fade Bolt, also getting some damage done. Era already popping a tree. Looks like he wants to go in still, but the rest of Fnatic kind of backing off. So they are going to be doing this offensive tri-lane. No Tail, Era, Fly. See how that goes for them. So I guess the Darkseer mid and Hani farming up on that Lone Druid in the safe lane against an off-lane Doom, it appears. Ooh, that double damage is going to give him a nice little boost early if he's the one who picks that up. And PL kind of hanging out. He's going to be getting back. Ward's dropped to check for the pull, but not actually to block it. Actually, that ward might block the pull. I'm not wholly sure of that, simply because Vision tends to block pulls. They dropped the counter back there, but they don't actually see anything. They must have thought that they would be putting their ward maybe back here, where they could get vision of this path, a little bit of vision right up here, and also block this one. And yeah, so that is blocked out. They don't know exactly where it is. They've got... Oh, Fnatic, before they kill Fnatic Sentry, they do manage to counter ward off that ward right there. Giving them, so Fly will be able to hang out and kind of just spam that decay from the woods. He won't be able to get picked as easily. They won't be able to just throw Coddle Nukes at him while he's hiding back there. Very, very nice. Give themselves a little bit of lane control early. And looks like 3D is a little worried about this, and they've burned 2 sentries and can't find the blocking ward. That's going to be really, really big. Not letting that Coddle pull and stack up for him to just farm with his nuke to get a bunch of free experience makes this lane so much weaker. They're already going on to Nexus down here, but he's got the level 1 Doppel Walk. Coddle Nuke comes out. Era down at half-life. Really needs to be careful there, because as strong as you are at level 1, that 200 damage coming out from Keeper of the Light will always be brutal. I'm going to move on over to the mid lane. We have Trixie farming up against Sharfik. Going about even so far. Actually, Trixie's starting to jump ahead a little bit. 10-1 versus 6-0. That Ion Shell, of course, so hard to push back the lane against, and will get him pretty much all the last hits he ever needs. And Sharpik having to be careful because Storm doesn't really have the greatest attack range, 480. So if a wave gets finished off, he needs to back up. There's a decent chance for that Ion Shell to get in range with him while the creeps still have higher move speed. Hani tanking a little bit of tower aggro up here, passing it off quickly. His Bear going in. We do have Hani sitting at 9 and 2 versus the 5 and 2 Doom, so a little bit of an advantage for him there. But most of the lanes trading reasonably evenly so far. 2 minutes in. Back down to the tri lane. We do see Era already having boots up. Nexus, a lot of regen early stick to deal with that decay spam. See if that actually should keep him maned up enough for the Doppel Walk, just to make sure he can get out. And then, of course, once he gets the Chakra Magic, there goes another decay. Slow actually going on to Solo. He's going to get that Tombstone dropped on him. The Soul Assumption, so much damage, and Fly just running in, smacking him for that last hit, even through that minus damage. The Tombstone is still up. Nexus trying to go in for it, but losing a lot of his hit points. Coddle immediately going back in. Oh, gets picked off by the Soul Assumption. He tries to Doppel Walk away, but it doesn't. It does not disjoint that Soul Assumption. Really, really excellent start to this aggressive tri-lane by Fnatic, and while their last lane that I saw them run like this may have failed, this is beautiful. They're shutting down the Phantom Lancer, they're slowing a lot of things down here, and getting Era that extra early farm and XP he needs. Already almost level 4 on that Lifestealer at 3 minutes. Coming back to the mid lane, we have Trixie backing off for a second, getting harassed down by Sharpik, who is going for maxing out that Electric Vortex, going for the gank build, which really is mostly the only build for it. But just want to be able to spam out the Remnants if he needs to, cheap mana so he can get the overload damage off. Still trading reasonably even here. Something's coming out for Trixie. Oh yeah, it's the stick, so that every time that Remnant gets dropped, every time he tries to spam down, so he gets the free overload boost damage. He doesn't actually. He's giving just a little bit back to Trixie playing that Darkseer. Trixie running out of mana, doesn't have a bottle, doesn't have the money for anything in particular. Is he going to crow that bottle? It looks like he's probably going to try to push up with this thing, wait for 4-minute rune, and if he doesn't manage to pick it up against the Storm, he'll go crow the bottle. He's just leaving their Wormelian there. This lane up here now, not going quite as well for Doom. 11 and 3 versus 23 and 6, so Hani basically doubling up on Lolik up here. I mean, it's so hard to solo lane against a lone druid in the best of situations. Well, Doom is he's a strong hero. Low armor, he starts with 0 armor, and even though he's fixed it up a little with triangles, he gets the entangle. Is that going to be the kill? He's trying to get out with the flame carpet, but that bear, not quite fast enough to catch up to him. Not enough points in, or not any points in Rabid. Obviously, maxing the synergy first, trying to give the bear that decent damage. Doom now has tranquiled up and also probably salved up. Coming right back in. He may have just burned Tranquil. I didn't see if he had a salve earlier. But so much pressure being applied by Hani up here. Just look at how far back Lolik has to play. How much damage is getting put out on the tower. This tower almost at half life already, just from the catapult damage and the creeps that he's pushing up. Hani just in total control of this top lane, and that does not really bode well. I'm just wondering how fast he's going to be able to get this. He swapped his Tranquils over to his Bear so he can make sure to chase down Lolik now, even with his Tranquils and Flame Carpet. That Bear gets so fast, 425 move speed with those Tranquils. Looks like Trixie, thinking about, no, he's just sending his bottle back on the courier. I didn't actually, probably should have been watching to see if he got that rune. I apologize for that. But it looks like Sharpik actually, looks like Trixie probably did get the rune. And Undying, picking off Phantom Lancer again. This Fnatic tri-lane, look at that Soul Assumption damage! Soul Assumption in a tri-lane is so ridiculously good. Is he going to go for the open wounds? Now Era decides just going to back off. Oh no, he's changed his mind, he's going in. Is he going to... Oh, that is a dangerous little dive there. They're going to have Phantom Lancer coming back in right now. He's got the Rage Popped. Dread trying to give him another path back out of there, but he has no team support in there. Era, maybe not the best decision to go in, getting slowed and blocked off by the Spirit Lance. He is definitely going to go down here. Grabbed by Telekinesis. Probably told his team, no, don't come in after me. We can't really do anything about that. Or his team said, buddy, what are you doing? We can't help you with that. So a little bit of an overextension in Era, giving up a little bit of the advantage they had down here. But the PL still sitting, he's 24-3 versus Lifestealer 19-3, but sitting at 0-2, whereas Lifestealer is up at 0-1-3. So he's only getting the assists on any of these kills. Maybe he's feeling greedy, saying to himself, man, why am I not getting these kills? I really want this. Bear getting a little low health. Hani just going to resummon. Hani already level 7, Doom level 6. Just spamming that Devour, trying to get what creeps he can, but still 38 and 7, 39 and 7, excuse me, Lone Druid.